Hey everybody, it's me Chris. I'm back over here in the kitchen. I got Chef Jack with me here today. And today we're going to make a really great bread. We're going to make semolina bread. You love bread, don't you, buddy? And I got to tell you, this might be my favorite bread that I learned how to make. I came up with this recipe during quarantine, just messing around. And it's really good. It's really good for grilling too. I know it's getting nice out, people barbecuing. So let me show you what I got here. So for the bread, I got two types of flour. Now you could use all-purpose. I got 3.5 cups of high gluten flour. I got the semolina flour, 3.5 cups, same amount. 2 cups of warm water. I have a 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. That's going to give it a nice flavor. I have here a tablespoon of active dry yeast. I got a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of kosher salt. 1/4 cup of sugar. And I'm gonna make this bread with a poolish. And now to make a poolish is pretty easy. So I got a cup of flour, 3/4 of a cup of water, and 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. And what we do is mix this together. You want to help me, Jack?
Yes.
Go ahead, mix that yeast in there.
But what do I?
Go ahead, just pour it in. And now pour that water in there.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
Now we just gotta mix it. And now I'll start it and you can finish it, okay? So once your poolish is well combined, all you do is cover it with some plastic. You could let it sit out. I let mine sit out sometimes. You can leave it for 4 to 8 hours, or just throw it in the refrigerator if you're doing it at night. You can use it the next day. So that's what I need to make the bread. If you want to see the recipe here and take a screenshot, we wrote it down.
Jack and Daddy on your screen.
All right, so this is what it looks like. And this poolish I let sit out all day, and you can see it's kind of sticking to the plastic there. And what's going to do is just really give a lightness, but also a strength and some flavor to this bread dough. So that looks great. Now we're going to get started on making the bread. I'm just going to pour my water right into the mixing bowl. I'll put the yeast right on top of the water. And then I'm going to take my sugar. I'm going to add that next. Just put it right over there. I want to let this just sit for a couple minutes. Make sure the yeast starts to activate. All right, so this looks good. I can see my yeast is starting to activate. So I'm going to go ahead and add the poolish, and I'm just going to mix it in. All right, just giving this a good mix. I'm also just going to add my oil right into the wet mixture. All right, so we're ready to add our flour. And Jack, you go ahead and mix this salt in, buddy, okay? And I'm going to add the semolina right into the wet ingredients in the mixing bowl. Give that a little bit of a mix. Okay, I think that's good, right?
Yippee!
Great job. And now I'll add it right in. And I'm just going to put this on the stand mixer. I got my dough hook here. I'm going to put it on low and just mix it till it comes together and forms a nice dough. Right, so this looks good, and you'll notice this is a really nice dough. It comes smooth from the side of the bowl, nice and clean. And you just want to kind of smooth it out a little bit more. Just shape it a little bit. And then all you're going to do at this point is just pick it up out of here. I'm going to put it right back in the same bowl. Just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil like that. And then I'll coat it on both sides. And you could cover it. You can cover it in plastic, but I got a damp towel here. It doesn't matter. Just leave it like that. And I'm just going to put that in a warm spot and let it rise at least until it's double in size, so about an hour. All right, so my dough's ready, and you can see it rose really nice. It's a little more than doubled in size. So I'm just going to punch it out here and just turn it right out onto my board. And you really shouldn't need any extra flour for this, but all I'm going to do is take this, and you could do a couple things here. You could, if you want to make this small, like a sandwich size loaf or an individual size roll, you could cut this into 8 pieces. But I'm just going to cut it into 4. It's going to make 4 nice size Italian bread loaves. So I'm going to take this, and just by eye, I'm going to divide it in half. And I'm going to divide each half in half. And then I'll just do one at a time. And basically all I'm going to do is kind of stretch this out and just roll it into the shape of like an Italian bread. Just like that. I got a couple of sheet pans here, a couple half sheet pans, and I got these non-stick silicone pads. I'm just going to do all 4 just like that. Alright, so these look pretty good. And you just want to try and get them even, so it's a nice even thickness. And then all you got to do at this point is just cover these again. Get yourself another towel. I'm going to cover these. I'm going to let them sit and rise again while the oven preheats again, about a half hour or so, and we'll be ready to bake them. Alright, so I let these rest about a half hour and these are ready to go. And now you could bake it just like this, and the next step is optional, but I just took an egg. I made an egg wash. I just beat up an egg with about a tablespoon of water, and I'm just going to coat both of these in a nice even layer of the egg wash. And the egg wash is going to give it a nice shiny crust on the exterior. And then the other thing I'm going to do, and this is also optional, is just sprinkle on some sesame seeds. And now before I bake these, I'm just going to make a few slits in here. I'm just going to score this like this. Really just makes it look nice. So I do about 4. And this looks pretty good. And now these are ready to go. So I'm just going to put these into my oven. About 425, 450, depends on your oven. And the time to bake is about 20 to 30 minutes. Again, ovens are really funny when it comes to that, so yours might be different than mine. But what you want is a nice golden brown exterior, and the bread will be ready. Alright, so my semolina bread cooled down. I just want to cut one open. I want to show you what it looks like. Now, I gotta say, this is probably one of the best smelling breads you'll ever make. You could see the inside there. It's really nice looking. And you know, I think it's the olive oil that really gives it a unique flavor, and the semolina flour. So it's just a really unique and delicious bread to make. You really got to try it. I mean, it's good any way you have it. I like to grill it. Just brush it with a little olive oil, put it on the grill. You could put tomatoes, mozzarella, you could put prosciutto, roasted peppers, and serve it outside. It's a really good bread to have around the house in the summer. And it freezes really, really well. Take it out and defrost it, and it's just like new. So you got to check this out. That's my recipe for semolina bread. I hope you try it. I really hope you like it. And thanks for watching the video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one.